Hello, welcome back. It's G-Man, My World 67. Thanks for joining us on this video. I have here that Lionel 10E that I started working on here a couple days ago. I ran into some snags with it. We'll start with the first thing. We'll get to, as you can see, I had torn the engine apart in the first video, got it out of the shell, got the motor, and we'll attend to that after we get the motor up and going, serviced, and back in again. In the meantime, with that, we ran into some problems, some snags that were not evident at the time I bought the engine, and even upon a visible inspection, wasn't able to tell. What I ran into was, number one, was the reverse unit, and this is the first time that I've worked on this particular Lionel motor. It's actually pretty simple, but with the E-unit process, it's a little complicated. This is actually the E-unit for this motor, and this E-unit is not working. So that was the number one thing, the biggest thing that we ran into. Then, so I took it out. I says, well, I'll just bypass it and run it direct. Well, as you can see, I did bypass it, and I've cleaned the solenoid. I just don't know what else to do. It hung. Every once in a while, it will, if you turn it by hand, it will try to catch and run, but it just does not run. It's hard to, I'd like to take out the whole motor itself, and not just the solenoid, but in order to do that, I have to break the frame completely down, and this frame does not come apart readily. As you can see, it is pressed together, and then these were flattened out so that it would hold the frame together. Now I can take one side of the frame loose, and that's this side, which I did, and it will allow me to do a lot of things, but it will not allow me to take excuse me, the armature completely out, and so I can clean it. I did get in, I did clean as much as I could get. This is really clean. As you can see down here, well, it kind of looks a little dirty again now because I've been trying to run it, but you can still see it's shiny. I got the lobes on this all cleaned, but I could not get into the housing itself. Outside of it being bad, I cannot figure out why it will not run. We're going to try it here again in a few minutes. I spent a couple hours last night trying to get it, and a couple hours yesterday afternoon trying to get it to go. Would not go. If you notice, I've taken off the wheels. Excuse me. The wheels, the old wheels, as I had said in the first video, I don't know if you could really tell it or not in the first video, but this is what those old wheels look like. As I was taking this one off, the center just broke, pulled right out in the middle of it. But as you can see, this was the one good one that I thought that I had that was on there. The rim was just separated from the hub. And this is actually temporarily fixable if everything else is solid. But as you can see, all of these were deteriorated. As soon as I pulled on it, these began to pop and break. This wheel same way. This wheel was the second best wheel. And as you can see, it's got a couple of bad nicks out of it, but it was possible that I could possibly do a temporary repair on that and save it and make it look nice for it to run for a while. But again, as we began to pull the wheel up, this old die cast, I guess it had so much zinc in it that it just gave away. So we had wheels. My friend Wally Werner, if you haven't seen his channel, you should go to his channel. He runs all scales of trains, and he like myself really loves American Flyer, and he's got standard gauge, Lionel, Flyer, S gauge, really nice layouts, and he loves to run his trains. So, but Wally sent me some wheels, and friend John Long, on John Silver Rails. John Long Silver Rails, he had sent me these. These are actually off a steam engine. But they would work as a temporary fix. And I was going to use them. The problem was, without that one wheel that I was trying to save, I've only got 3 wheels without one of those. And these are a little smaller. I don't know if you can see that or not, but these are a little smaller than these. Now this is actually a McCoy, and it's a reproduction. And so these are actually for American Flyer. American Flyer steam engine, but they'll work on Lionel engines also. So they're drive wheels, but they're not the wheels that the gears mount on. The geared wheels have this, are set up with the hub on the back so that you can pop the gear on to the hub. So that's where we're at. We're holding up, waiting on a couple of more wheels to arrive. And once we get those wheels, we'll put those wheels back on. And I'm going to continue to try to work on the motor to see what's going on. My voltage meter, I've got to get that out and put batteries in it actually. I haven't used it for a while, and I know the batteries are dead on it. And check the ohms, check my current, see what's really going on. If any of you have any suggestions, anything that I have not tried, I'd be more than happy to listen or read what you have to say. You can shoot me a video. If you have a repair video or you have an idea of what to do and how to do it, if you've done it, you can shoot me a video. If you've had this problem, shoot me a video. If you just have suggestions, like I said earlier, you can email me, gman1924 at gman1924 at hotmail.com. gman1924 at hotmail.com. Well, that's all I have for you in this video. That's as far as we can go with this for now. This project's on hold, like I say, till we get the wheels. I'm not going to attempt right now to put this back in. This is electromechanical, and like most of them are, but this is a setup that I am not familiar with at all. Don't know how this works. It's not like Flyer, and it's not like the later Lionel. There is a Flyer unit, reversing unit later on that Flyer did that is similar to this, and this might be the same principle. It looks kind of like it is, but anyway, I'm not concerned about that right now. If it runs and it runs one way, I'm good with that. Can always fix this and drop it back in. It's not really a big deal. But I do want to get the motor running. If I need to buy a whole nother armature for it, well, I don't know whether I want to do that or not. If it's expensive, if I can find another armature to replace it, that'll work, then that's what I'll do. But in the meantime, know that I'm going to continue to try to get it going, and when the wheels come, we'll start with another video, an update, and see where we are with this project. All right, that's all I have for you for right now. This is G-Man, My World 67. And as always, happy rails. Until next time, be safe. Bye-bye.